Hey guys, and welcome to our park project day 3. Hopefully your virtual learning is going pretty good so far. Yesterday you should have completed your park. So I have a little example of a park here for you that I kind of finished up. You were the architect when you designed this park, okay? You decided what would be good in the park, where it would look good, how it all worked together, and you gave me a blueprint or a layout that has all of these pieces of the park. So that was the architectural job. You are finished with the architectural job. Excellent job. Now, today we need to focus on the actual engineering piece of all of this. For example, an engineer normally will think about how do we make something work. So the architecture has designed it, and now I need to find a way as the engineer to make that work how the architect wants, okay? For instance, the parking lot. The architect wants a parking lot there. I'm probably going to have to either gravel it, right? Gravel, or pour concrete there, right? Same for the walkways, okay? As the architect, I said I want walkways there. As the engineer, I have to say, okay, what type of walkway would work best? Do I want gravel? Do I want concrete? Do I want blacktop? Do I want a mulch? What kind of walkways should we have? Okay? All right, we're gonna look at 6 major things, and there might be other stuff that you come up with as we go. But those six things are, number 1, electricity. Do you need electricity somewhere in your park? Number 2, running water. Number 3, drains into a sewer line. Those are 3 big ones for utilities. Then we'll have to think about what materials will we use. Do we have to pour concrete? Do we need any ground, flattened, or raised? And then really, is there anything else the engineer needs to have done to make sure this can work? So, you're gonna use different colors for this. I don't care what you use, pens or markers or different colored pencils or crayons, but you're gonna choose a color and you're gonna use that for electricity. Make sure it's a different color than what you initially drew, okay? So I'm gonna choose red for electricity. Okay, let me use this as my straight edge here. Now, somewhere on your park, you have to say, my electricity comes in from this point, meaning the city is providing the electricity from here. So I'm going to say my electricity is coming in right here by the parking lot. So I'm going to put a little X and put electric in. You'll have to do that on your park as well. Tell me where on your park the electricity is coming in from the town. Okay, and then we're going to hook into that electric and make our underground electric lines. I have these right here, which are little street lamps, and I have these right here, which would be more like stadium lights. I also have a concession stand and bathrooms I'm going to want lights on, as well as pavilion. I have lights in my pavilion. So I need underground electric lines, okay, connecting these. So from there, I'm going to draw a line to my first light. Then I'm going to draw a line to my second light right there. So I have electric lines. I'm going to have to put them in the ground from here to here. I also have some nice stadium lights here, so I'm going to have to break off of this electric line and go to my stadium lights. There. 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 And there. Right, so now my stadium has lights. I have to follow my electric run down to all of my lights so that they'll all have power. Now, keep in mind, I also have a fountain over here. A fountain uses a water pump, and a water pump uses electricity. So I have to actually get an underground electric line out into my pond to hook up my pump for my fountain. Right, or I have to have the pump way over here. Okay, and that pump will pump water from here all the way down underneath my pond and up. Okay, but it's fine if you have a fountain to do something like that. Then I'm going to keep connecting my lights here. I can get all these in one, I think. Whoosh. All my lights there. My pavilion, okay, I'm just going to connect it at one spot in my pavilion. So coming down to my pavilion, I'm going to come over to all my lights in my bathroom. Going to come up here to my other lights. And then I've got to hit my stadium lights for my playground area. Gotta come back over to my last set of lights and hit them all. And I've also got to get lights to my concession stand and electricity. Alright, and just like that, I have my underground electric lines in. Okay, here I'm hitting all of my light posts. Okay, I'm hitting my pavilion, my fountain, my bathrooms, my playground lights, my concession stand, and my lights here. You might also have lights in your parking lot. You might also have, I don't know, some sort of snack stand that you have electricity to. You might have a go-kart area that you need electricity to. Wherever you need electricity and you have your lights, you need to run it with an electric color. Okay? That's electricity. Next, running water. I'm going to use blue for my running water. Okay? Again, where is your water going to come in at? I'm going to say the city is providing us water right here. Running water. I have to get running water to two places, it looks like, in my park. The concession stand and the bathrooms both need running water. So I'm going to put in underground water lines from my running water to my concession stand and then to my bathrooms. Now keep in mind, you might not be able to go straight from concessions to bathroom. If there was a lake here or a river here, right, you wouldn't be able to go straight through that. I don't want to go under my jungle gym. Okay, so instead I'm going to come out here and then I'm going to come down to my bathrooms like this. Okay, so that is my underground running water lines to these two spots. Done, that one was easy. Next, drains into a sewer, right? So if you have any drains, they have to go into the city's sewer line. So again, you need to come up with a place that your sewer line is coming in. So if my sewer line is coming in right here, okay, then I'll put sewer line in. And where does that sewer line have to go? As the engineer, you have to figure that out. Now for me, I know I'm going to need it in the concession stand and the bathroom again, but I don't think I'll need a sewer line anywhere else on my park. So this sewer line, okay, I'm going to go around my playground again. I'm going to come over and up to my concession stand for any of its drains, for the sinks, and if I have a bathroom up there for the workers, and I need my sewer line to come over and hit the bathrooms over here. Boom, sewer line, done. So got it, got it, got it. Red, got it. Blue, got it. Sewer line, got it. Oop, not with red though, with purple. Now, the other things you have to worry about are what materials should I use? Are there any places that need concrete, that need maybe gravel, that need mulch, okay? Does ground need flattened or need raised? So when I look back here, I know right away that this needs flattened. So we have to flatten this ground. You choose a different color for this type of stuff, flattened ground for my flat grass. I also need, I'm gonna need raised ground around my pond if there's not already a pond here. So I'm gonna need raised ground here. There might be other spots you need raised or flattened ground. For instance, if you had an archery range, I know a couple of you had an archery range in here. Okay, and here's my archery targets. Right? And here's where you're shooting. There's my archery bow. Okay? You might want to, behind it, have raised ground. A nice big hill. That way if they miss any of their shots, instead of going into, you know, a person or someone walking behind here or an animal, you miss a shot now, it'll come through and it'll land on your hill. okay? So you might want raised ground for that. So think about the spots you might need raised ground or flattened ground on your park and draw or label that. Concrete. Please tell me what's getting concreted. I'm gonna want my parking lot concreted. I think I'm gonna want my pavilion concreted. Definitely bathrooms and the concession stand for me. I don't think I'm gonna do my walkways in concrete. I do think I'm gonna have a concrete pier though. It's a little bit harder to do, but it'll last longer. And I'm not gonna concrete my playground. So I think that's all I have concrete. Beach volleyball will not be concrete, okay? What do I want? Gravel and mulch. I'm gonna have my walkways be gravel. So I'll label all those. I know sand will be in my beach volleyball, okay? Playground, I'm also gonna have mulch. Not gravel, I'm gonna have mulch in there. So you need to label what's concrete, what's gravel, what's mulch. And then materials used, some things you'll buy. If you have a nice big like water trampoline out here, okay, and you're bouncing around, you're just gonna buy that. But if there's something that you will have to make, like this pavilion, what are you gonna use? I'm gonna have a metal roof on mine. I'm gonna have wooden, like a wooden structure on top of my concrete base. So what are we gonna use here, right? Same thing for concession stand. What are you gonna use? So these are some of the things you would think about as the engineer. There are lots of other things you might think about as well. Okay, like do I need trash cans certain places? Okay, that could be pretty important. Do I need sheds somewhere for lawn equipment? Okay, and how do I make those sheds? Do I need paths for lawn equipment around here? Do I need to come up with a cover for a beach volleyball court so the sand doesn't get wet if it rains? Okay, probably not, but things like that are something an engineer would think about. You need to make sure you do these 6 things, okay, right here. And those will be listed on this assignment. Show me your electricity, show me your running water, show me your drains, show me what materials you'll use on your structures, show me what's concrete, what's gravel, what's mulch, and if there's any other surface you're using, tell me what that is as well. And then, do you have any flattened ground or raised ground that you will have to get in large equipment to do that? Once you are done, okay, make sure your name is prominently on this, Cody Friels, okay, and you are going to then take a picture of this and upload this to the assignment sheet on Canvas. At that point, you are done for the week with My eLearning. You now have a park designed by an architect, looked at and finished by an engineer, and we could start building this as soon as we want to. Okay? So good work for this week. If you have any questions, let me know.